Those are great tips. You should really get into the habit of stretching before and after games to prevent injuries. Now let's take a look at someone that I really got to know this year, Joanna Lohman. She not only manages her soccer training and playing with the U.S. national team, but also her job with commercial real estate. Now let's take a closer look at my personal friend, J-Lo.
To say that Washington Freedom midfielder Joanna Lohman lives a double life is a statement not far from the truth. Trying to balance a budding commercial real estate career along with attaining her dream of playing with the U.S. national team, Joanna's average day of work is far from ordinary.
My typical day is very busy. Get to the office by 8:30, make calls, try to cultivate some more clients, if you will, and then once I cultivate those clients, I will go to meetings in DC or Virginia. Once that is over, I usually make my way over to the gym where I lift weights and work out, and then I have practice from 8:30 to 10 at night with the Washington Freedom.
With a hectic schedule like Joanna's, getting home for a good night's sleep is never a guarantee. On days during which she encounters the unexpected, Joanna turns to her car for a little organization.
You have to see my car. I honestly live out of my car. I probably have 5 or 6 bags. I always have what I call my life bag, which I carry all essential things that I need in case I need to sleep somewhere, or if I don't make it home, and in case I need to pick up and play soccer or make it to a meeting. So I have a lot of supplies in my car. It's a little messy at this point.
Joanna's life got a little messier this past summer when she was chosen to join the U.S. women's national team in California for training camp, a journey that took her to South Korea for an international warm-up for next year's World Cup.
For me, this past summer and being with the national team, it kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, so I kind of just took it and ran with it. I didn't really expect much. I didn't think I was, going to be the next World Cup star. I just was thinking, this is my opportunity. I'm going to take advantage of it and just play as hard as I can for as long as I can and see where it takes me.
On December 20th, Joanna received the phone call she had been waiting for since her days as a member of the Bethesda Youth Soccer Club, earning a 1-year contract with the national team, bringing up one question: would you rather be a successful real estate agent or a World Cup champion?
Oof, tough decision. I'm going to have to say that they're not mutually exclusive, so I'm going to say both, because I figure if I win the World Cup, I'll have a pretty big name, and I think people will want to land deals with me. So my boss tells me if I win the World Cup, he'll start working for me.
It's now time for our Coaches Corner, where you can learn some of the best tips from the coaches and players in the DC area. Today's tip comes from Washington Freedom head coach Jim Guevara. Welcome to Coaches Corner. I'm alongside Washington Freedom head coach Jim Guevara. And Jim, today's tip is ball control. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, today we're going to give a tip on ball control, using the ground as a surface and the surface of your foot to control the ball and move into space. And we have Tyler and Lori Lindsay here to demonstrate. And for the beginning player, what we're going to do is we're going to ask you guys to throw the ball in the air, use the ground and the inside of your foot to control the ball into space. Go ahead, guys. Toss it in the air, control, not the bottom of your foot, inside of your foot. We're cushioning the ball with the inside of our foot and the ground. We're not hitting it hard. And the ball nicely rolls right out in front of you. And this is a very good, very important tip to use because a lot of youth players will try to control the ball directly out of the air.
And again, the most important part of this is to be gentle with the ball, cushion it, using the inside of your foot and the ground to play the ball into space. Therefore you can pass, shoot, dribble from that touch. That's today's tip.
You ever hear the expression, it's a dog's life? Well, in Maryland at the Germantown Soccerplex, it's not so bad. There's a huge responsibility there for the staff to take care of the 19 fields at the complex. For that, they turn to Dave. Who's Dave, you ask? Take a look. Shortly after the Maryland Soccerplex opened in 2000, they realized they had a problem. That's when they called Dave. Who's Dave, you ask? Dave is a dog that works with the maintenance team to protect the 19 fields at the Soccerplex from the territorial geese that constantly roam the playing fields.
He gets it easy most of the time. He gets to sit around in the cart while we do most of the work. But when he's called upon, he'll jump in the water and chase after the geese.
While to his co-workers, Dave is just another member of the family, to the players and families that visit the Soccerplex, he has reached celebrity status.
On the weekends when there's heavy play here, a lot of people, a lot of the parents and kids, as soon as they see him, most of them know him now by name. They'll call him and he'll pet him. They'll run up and pet him.
When you're as popular as Dave, it's important to keep up your own appearance and health throughout the year. But that's not a problem for the staff. They know how to treat their biggest star, setting aside a budget to keep Dave happy.
We have a small amount of money set aside for him each month for food and doctor's bills and visits and his teeth cleaning and you name it. We try to take care of him as best we can.
Despite his growing legend, Dave has provided scary moments for the maintenance crew.
And he ran away this past spring during a thunderstorm, and he was gone for about 24 hours. So sometime later that following night, we got a call from the Animal Humane Society saying that someone had called in a dog and they had found a lost dog, and they told us that he was up in the parking lot, and it was just good news to hear that we had found Dave. They found him, and he was back with us, part of our crew.
Back with the team, Dave now spends his nights at the house of Assistant Sports Turf Manager John Shuey, just passing the evening hours before he has to get up the next morning and do it all over again. After all, it's just a man and his dog. So Kelly, what's next for your soccer career?
Well, Matt, right now I'm just trying to stay in shape for the off-season, and when the upcoming summer season for the Washington Freedom comes around, I'm going to be prepared, and hopefully when the postseason comes around, I'll be ready too.
Well, we look forward to seeing you at the Maryland Soccerplex in Germantown next summer. Thank you very much for joining us on the DC Soccer Scene. For Kelly Hammond, I'm Matt Doolin. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you next time.